but it's tightened up on that hose clamp, and I think it stopped. There's not much fuel in the tank, so I'm hoping it's enough to allow it to start up, or to go into the carb. Key back on. Ooh, that's the best it's done. Exhaust sounds kind of plugged up. The starter's not even warm. Well, I'm guessing we've got some carb issues. Probably needs to be cleaned out. It actually looks like it could be flooding out. So if it is flooding out, let's fix that. Full throttle, no choke. I think it likes that. the generator is not working. I think it needs a little bit of water in it. It's circulating water around, but it's a little bit low. Let me get some water and put in it. I did check the oil and stuff like that, and it was good. Spare tire seems loose. Oh, the nuts are loose. So let me go get some water and put in it, or some antifreeze. All right, I took the bowl off the carburetor. The gas shutoff's not working. I'm just gonna blow through this thing and spray some carb cleaner through it. It's not too bad a shape, but it quit and it didn't want to start back up. One of the floats is got some gas in it. Not full of gas, it's just got a little bit in it. It looks like it would still float. I can't tell where it's leaking. Yeah, I can't tell. Drying it off and shaking it around, trying to get the gas that's in it to come out somewhere, where I can see where it's wet. Not having much luck. I'm gonna have to get this back together quick though, because it's just leaking fuel all over the place. That cutoff valve is not working. I went by Tractor Supply and picked up a new float, and it seems to be running better now. I think it was flooding out, and with that float, you know, sinking, it had a hole in it. So it seems to be running pretty good. Not smoking. So let me unload it. And the generator shows it's charging. I connected back up this thing. Of course, if it is charging, it's charging at 6 volts. But who knows? You know, the gauge could be wrong. I don't know. But it's actually running on the battery that that old battery that's not. Doesn't have much voltage on it, or it won't charge up to 12 volts. So we'll get this thing unloaded. All right, so had it running and it died again, kind of like it had done before, and it would not crank back up. It did not flood out. I lost spark. I had really weak spark, and then I lost it altogether. I checked the points. Points are opening and closing. They're working. So I think that coil is gone. So we're going to have to get a new coil for it. I'm going to just go ahead and get a 12 volt coil, and we'll run it like that. Bad news on the block. You can see while it was running, this is all wet. It's leaking coolant out from under their patch job. So I'm going to have to take the canister off, take the starter off, grind off all this gunk that they've got on here. I don't know what kind of epoxy stuff that is. Because there's so much of it, it's probably not JB Weld. It's probably some other kind of stuff. It doesn't really feel like JB Weld. So I don't know how bad it's cracked. They've got this stuff going all the way over here. I'll probably, oh wait, maybe that's not the stuff over there. I think that's the block itself. I can see it's bulged and cracked over here. Because it's got those lines there. I don't think that's the block. I think that's their stuff. I mean, this thing is just really cracked up. So we'll do our best to save it, if nothing else. Once I verify everything else works. I did verify that while it was running, the PTO and the hydraulics are working. So if nothing else, we may end up having to find a block. Looking on eBay, they're about $300 to $400 plus shipping. I can probably find something local if I look hard enough, call around some places, and I bet I can find a tractor somebody's parting out or something. So we'll see what we can do to save this one, and if we can't, we'll find another block. And when it was running, this thing seemed to run good, so we'll pull we could pull pistons, rod, all that kind of stuff, rods, crankshaft, everything, and move it over to the other block.